here is, I almost said villain Todoroki. Here is yandere listener. Now, everyone, if you guys are waiting for your Dragon Bakugo X Mermaid listener, it is on the way. And at the end of this, you'll have a little teaser for it because I know so many people wait for it and I love it. Now, what was I gonna say? I redid this to say something. Oh yeah, so this story does have some manipulation by, you know who the yandere is. I'm looking at you. But anyways, so yes, let's get on and make sure to go to the end finish to the end if you want to listen to that if you want to listen to that trailer for part 3. You realize you can't leave, the door is locked. You spoke to him, the same as before. He took the pills away. He stopped, then turned towards you. You clasped your hands. What? He asked. Till the wedding day, you're stuck. So why don't we get to know each other? You said, smiling. Why would I? Everything you're going to say is a lie. He spoke. You gasped. Why would you think that? I haven't had someone here for years. You spoke, wiping away a tear. Don't play with me. He looked pissed. Oh, I mean, I had people over here, but they never talked to me. You giggled. You cut him off. Well, anyways, my name is Yen. I know you know this. My favorite color is favorite color. My favorite food is favorite food. And I hope to get to know you more. You smiled. I won't tell you crap. I don't care that my father is wanting me to marry you, he yelled. You look the same, but your smile was weird to him. It wasn't like when he first met you. This more like a Cheshire cat type of smile. You giggled when he looked more into your eyes. Like what you see? You asked him. It felt so weird. Was it just him or... Wait! Now he could tell what your quirk was. Your quirk is manipulating, he yelled. You giggled once more. So I'm sorry, Shoto, but no matter how much you fight, your father is going to want me to marry you. Oh, you to marry me. I did really hope I didn't have to use my quirk, but your voice lowered. You pissed me off. Your eyes narrowed. You got up, walking towards him and clasping your hands. I don't know if you know this, but the wedding is tomorrow, he smiled. What? He asked, and he was shocked. So soon? Why, wasn't it supposed to be a month from now? He thought. So why don't we get to know each other more? Let's start. I promise not to use my quirk. He smiled, hands still clasped. I refuse, he spoke, then walked away. Your father is right. You're mean and rude to everyone around you, you thought. But thanks to you, I can actually feel love. The wedding day. You felt all giggity, pure bliss, so happy to marry Shoto. The wedding was gorgeous, of course, anything for Endeavor's son. Your makeup was so perfect, 100 out of 10 perfect. You just couldn't wait for anything. But what you couldn't wait for was someone you loved all so much. What? You can't just wait you can't wait until the honeymoon. Just right now, it's just a little horror. Hold up. Sorry, I had to fix that. You heard a knock on the door. It was your maid of honor. She was your best friend. Are you excited? She asked as the two of you walked closer and closer to where you were going to walk down the aisle. I'm happy that I get to marry the love of my life. You giggled. I still can't believe you hid it from me. Oh, you hid it from me. She laughed. Well, since your dad couldn't make it, you have to walk down by yourself. She spoke sadly. Nope, it's fine. As long as I get my long-lost love, Shoto. Well, then I'm fine. You giggled once more. Well, this is for you. She smiled and gave you the flowers. Then, walking towards her partner, it was now your turn. You smiled at the flowers. They were yours and Shoto's favorite color. Now, walking down the aisle, all you could hear was wows, stunnings, beautifuls from everyone. You smiled, of course. You were, but the one who was the most handsome had to be Shoto Todoroki. Now, at the end of the aisle, you looked at Todoroki, and all you saw was anger, but he had to look normal for his mother's sake. He loved his mother, and she absolutely adored you. You didn't listen until you heard, Shoto Todoroki, do you take Yinlin to be your lovely wedded wife, in sickness and in health? Now, just wait for it. Please, say yes. I do. You heard him sigh. OMG, yes, I have him all to myself. Yes, OMG, yes, he's all mine. You thought. Yin, do you take Shoto Todoroki to be your lovely wedded husband in sickness and in health? He spoke. Yes, I do. You smiled. Then you may kiss. He spoke. You both turned to each other, smiling, and him trying his best to smile since his mother could see him. She looked so happy for him. He felt sad that she didn't know. He held your waist and leaned in and kissed you on the lips. It only was for a minute to make it seem real, but the two of you walked hand in hand down the aisle. Little did he know that you used a tiny itsy bitsy bit of your cork on him, just to make him more relaxed. The next day, you two sat together in a wonderful garden that had the flowers had been blooming, fresh to be exact. You two were enjoying each other's company, laughing, and all red in the face. Want one more? You laughed, holding a chocolate strawberry in your hand near his mouth. He chuckled. Sure. Eating the whole thing. You gasped. Shoto, it's bad for you to eat the stem of it. You worried, and he chuckled, holding you near him. You giggled as he held you close onto his lap. It was all going to plan. A tiny bit use of your cork on him was working. You fully got what you wanted, a house full of love, and now you had what you wanted, and even more, you had him. Forever and ever it will be. No matter, he won't know, right? A lady walked into the castle, her hair neatly tied up, her blue ball gown swaying with each step she took. She had one goal in mind, to see the Moon Springs mermaid. And, well, of course, see her fiancé. They were each other's love after all. They couldn't go a day without each other. But was that really what she wanted? She smiled at everyone she walked by, but then going back to a dead face. How could she ever love someone like him. The son of someone so dreaded. The king should have never taken the throne. She would have never married the prince, if for one thing, to take him away from his old, cruel father. And maybe another thing in mind. Maybe she could take what she wanted. Or maybe she could take the whole kingdom and what she wanted. She was clever, of course. So maybe she would take the whole kingdom just for herself.